Hello, YouTube. Hello, YouTube family. Hi, guys. So, everybody has plans. First of all, let me back up. Let me introduce myself. I'm Aisha, and my sole purpose of, I'm on live, and I'm here to help encourage and motivate everybody. And that's why I named my channel Work with Aisha, because I'm here to drop nuggets to just let people know that life is what you make of it. And everybody has goals that they want to accomplish. Everybody has dreams. Now, everybody does not put forth effort in making their dreams become 100% a reality. And everybody has infinite potential. That's the beauty of us humans. We have infinite potential. We have the opportunities to make life what we want it to be. Now, the thing about it is, I listen to sleep meditation. I listen to meditation on a consistent basis. I have mentors where we speak about manifestation. Manifestation is to bring forth to your hands, meaning that you bringing forth what you want. And this is the thing, you have to make plans, right? I think all of us make plans, regardless of anything. Every single person makes plans. Now, it's really up to you on how you're going to bring your plans into reality. You see, there is that beautiful saying, and I say it on a consistent basis, where you want to plan your work and you want to work your plan. Plan your work your plan. And when you make plans, you want to bring it into your physical, and you have to see it in your mind before it comes into a reality. So my mentor always taught me that everything happens to us twice in life. It happens first into our mind, and then it turns into reality. You see, this iPhone that I have, it was envisioned in the mind, and then it came into the physical. You see, all of us see certain things. It's really up to us to make it become real. And when we see it, we have to believe it. That's the really important thing. You have to see it, believe it, do it. Do it, see it, be it. And when you actually make your plans, you have to prepare for obstacles. See, a lot of the times when we come up with plans, we make these plans as if we're in a perfect world. One second. We make yeah, we make these plans as if we're in a perfect world, and we're not. We're not perfect, and everybody has obstacles. And if you're really dreaming big, if you're dreaming big and you're diving into specific goals that's stretching you, just know that you are going to come up with obstacles. Obstacles is part of the process. Now, this book, Think and Grow Rich, is really, really important, and I believe that everybody should really dive into this book. Now, I can say that there's point in times, because this book was written so many years ago, where it's a little bit like blah for certain points, but this book is so important and it's life changing. And it's from Napoleon Hill, and I have the mastermind version. I'm talking about, I rate in every single page that I read, because it really just teach you that if you can think, if you could think it, if you really could believe it, you could bring it into your reality. If you could believe it, then you could do it. And I could say this over and over again. Most people say that, give up when they're so close to goals. We give up, we don't believe in ourselves wholeheartedly. And I'm here to say that you have to believe in yourself. You have to believe that you can achieve the impossible. And it may seem like it's impossible, but at the end of the day, too, let me just say this. If somebody else has done it, why is it impossible for you? Right? We are in the dawn and the age of social media. And on my other live stream that I did uh, 2 nights ago, I said that a lot of people get depressed, because we look at social media and we measure ourselves up to other people, not knowing that your life may be better than other people. We measure ourselves because people show on social media the life of what they want you to see. They can show you snippets, they show you clips of what they want you to see. And then a lot of the times people feel inadequate and worthy because they're looking at somebody's else life or what they may have on social media and believe like their life is nowhere near theirs. And we got to be very careful about comparing ourselves to others, because the comparison of another man is a joy stealer. It's a thief, it's a joy stealer, real joy stealer. And if you keep on comparing yourself, you're always going to feel like you're not worthy. And you don't want to get in that state of that comparison trap. So what we want to do on a consistent basis is to just, focus on our journey. And I know that's easier said than done because, we got notifications on our phone. Certain things are set up for us to consistently look at other people. But at the end of the day, if we focus on building our own lives, focus on our own goals, then we will start to see that we could bring forth whatever we want into our reality. It just takes a little skill. It takes us learning. You know how people say that it takes 10,000 hours to become a master at something? Well, you have to really just have forth in your mind that if I do a little here today, if I do a little here, if I do this on a consistent basis, then I will start to accumulate and make my dreams become a reality. You have to believe it, that certain dreams and goals will start to happen for you. It will. There's no way that it won't happen. But at the end of the day, it's like if you allow yourself to get depressed, if you allow yourself to become discouraged because you see other people accomplishing dreams faster than you, you don't know what their story is. You can't compare somebody's chapter 10, somebody's chapter 20 to your 90 days. You see, the business that I have is a health and wellness business, right? And me personally, I was with this company 5 years ago, right? 5 years ago, I gained some momentum and the company had some kind of split up. And because of being inexperienced and not really focused on where I was at. I'm saying I had momentum. I did have momentum. And because I thought that something would be easier, I pivot my plans. And I went with what I thought would be easy. And happened, what was supposed to be easy, was nothing of the sort. It was new. I had to, be patient. And it took me a year to realize, that I was doing very minimal work. And the thing about it is, if you're doing very minimal work, you cannot expect to hit this huge jackpot. You can't expect to have these huge results. But because I was envisioning something that was small thinking, it didn't happen the way that I thought it was supposed to be. And because I was inexperienced and I had to gain certain experiences, I didn't get the goals that I wanted to. Now, it's lessons because it prepared me for where I'm at today. Today I'm back with that amazing company that I was with 5 years ago, and I'm gaining great experiences. And me personally, I just know that the harder and the more value I can present to people, the more and more people is going to see what I believe to be great, because I have to expose people to the business that I have. I have to keep on, presenting value. I have to keep on working hard on myself. Now, there's always that saying that Jim Rohn says that you have to work harder on yourself than you do your business, and you will be unusually successful. If you give people what you want, what they want, then you will naturally get what you want. And that saying is to be true because my whole thing, my whole purpose, my whole mission is to present people with value. I found what my passion is, and my passion is to let people believe in themselves that they could accomplish anything they want in their life. You can do it, we could accomplish anything. And I've learned over the last, I am in a profession of network marketing, and the profession of network marketing really is self development with a product or a service attached to it. And I'm so grateful that I actually have been open minded to really get into this profession because I've joined in what was it, 2013? How old was I at the time? I don't even know. I think I was 23. I think I was like 23 or so. I joined this profession and it really expanded my mind. You see, the first company convention that I ever went to, the speakers was Diana Nyad, the woman that swam from Florida to Cuba. Isn't that crazy? Swam all the way from Florida to Cuba, multiple failed attempts, and she eventually made it happen. And it just taught you the lesson of persistence. And then the next speaker was Darren Hardy, who wrote the book The Compound Effect. And I'm gonna tell you, when I started that was the first really personal development book that I was exposed to because I was taught to just enjoy, those novels, the regular basic novels, books that wasn't enhancing your brain. But when I read The Compound Effect, I really focused on the audio more than a book. I love audiobooks. And it really just teaches you that there's no magic, the secret, which teaches you law of attraction. It's an amazing, amazing video. If you have the time to watch it, I encourage everybody to watch it. But there's a lot that can be misinterpreted in it. And Darren Hardy teaches you that you can't just sit there and envision checks in the mail and just believe it's going to happen without any action. You can't just rub sticks together and just think that, you're going to get your accolades on your job. Everything that you want is hard, stinking work. And even if you are on YouTube and you strive to make yourself excel on YouTube and keep on providing value with people, you have to work on it on a consistent basis, which means that you can't just upload a video or two and just think that a video is going to go viral. You don't know which video is going to be the one to do it for you. However, you just got to keep on believing that it to be true, and you have to keep on presenting value to people. You have to keep on putting yourself out there. You don't know, the video that you would least expect to be great can be the one that blows up, but you have to keep on going. You have to not give up. See, I keep on saying that. Give up. That's something that cannot happen. We don't give up, right? So that book, The Compound Effect, when Darren Hardy spoke on that stage, when Diana Nyad spoke about swimming from Florida to Cuba and with multiple failed attempts, and eventually she did it. It was touching. It was really touching. And even when Darren Hardy spoke and he told us that nothing will work unless you work. You can't just start something and just stop. Or you can't believe that you could put in barely any work and believe that you're going to turn into an overnight millionaire. It doesn't happen like that. It does not work out that way. And it's so, so true. It's really 100% true that if you really put forth effort into taking a massive action, then you will start to see that results will come your way. But it won't work unless you put forth action. And I always even that year is when I went to my first seminar, you know, and I really learned from this woman, Danny Johnson. Um, and she really taught me that, you know, there's certain laws, there's certain principles to success. And a lot of the times we believe that we want to just, you know, chase the money. You know, everything just got to be money, money, money. Or we could just have the mentality that we could chase these visions. Everybody want to say, I want to hit the lotto. They play lotto on a consistent basis. And just, you know, the chances of hitting the lotto is really slim. You know, there's people that hit little things, you know, but how much money you put into it. But it's really being consistent. You got to be consistent to hit something, right? You got to be in it to win it, as they said. But the thing is, he who chases fantasies has poverty waiting for you. And that is really in the Bible. And it's really something to be true. And ever since then, I really haven't, you know, really focused. I used to start to venture to play into the lotto. I was like, oh, I believe that I can win this and that. But really, honestly, opposed to focusing on the lotto, opposed to focus on winning the lotto, opposed to focus on having these visions to where it's like I could be this overnight millionaire without but me sitting on the couch and sleeping every night, or me putting in 5 minutes of work and be like, okay, or me prospecting somebody to expose them to my business and somebody makes me feel like crap, you know, they make me feel away. And I'm like, all right, I'm gonna crawl up in a ball for 2 weeks and then I'm gonna start prospecting again. It will never work if you do that. The ones that stay persistent and consistent is the ones that get the results. So that's why I really titled this to plan your work and never give up. Because if you give up, you are surely not going to get what you want. There's a chapter in and I even got to find it in Think and Grow Rich, where it says human beings are wired to, you know, not put forth effort into what they really want. Like you have to, it's auto suggestion, it's conditioning. You know, you have to condition yourself for certain circumstances. You have to condition yourself regardless of anything, because if you condition yourself, then you will win. You will win. But you have to be intentional. Like my office desk, really my husband's office desk now, I have tons of sticky notes. And those sticky notes is goals. And I see he started to add his goals of what he wants to do. And it's really seeing it every day. You might not sit there and read every single paper that's there, but you know it's there. And that's something that is highly important, to see it, know it's there. I got a $20 bill in my bathroom mirror that I added some zeros to, which is my $2 million goal. And I see it every single day. I have some sticky notes on that wall too, that mirror too. And you got to say your goals. You have to speak your goals, but you have to you have to do more than affirmations. You know, affirmations is going to get you pumped up. It's going to make you believe that you could do certain things, but you have to believe a little more than, you have to go a little bit further than affirmations, you know, because you could speak all amazing affirmations all you want. If you are not doing the work, if you're not putting your work ethic in, if you're not doing what's necessary to hit your goals, then you're not going to do it. So it's more than affirmations. You see, one thing that I can tell you is I'm gonna do a video about happy planners, but I have my happy planners, right? I have like 3 different planners, right? I have a mentor, and I love my big planner. Amazing. I have like this big planner. It's so beautiful to me. My new happy planner, and I got the stickers, right? Just want to show you. But the thing about it is, my mentor taught me that if you got an empty calendar, you don't have no business, you know? If you plan your work and work your plan, then you will start to see amazing things start to manifest into your reality. You know, you cannot believe that certain things is just going to happen by osmosis. You know, you have to show up. That's the first part of success. Just showing up. Show up. Think about what you want. Think about what you want on a consistent basis, right? Think about it. Think about it. Plan it. Envision it. And that's how law of attraction works. If you see it and you can believe it and you work towards it and you just keep on going, you will start to see amazing things start to come into your life. Amazing things. But if you start to doubt, if you start to say, put yourself down and be like, why me? And I do it sometimes. I feel like, I keep on putting myself in these situations sometimes where I gain this amazing momentum. And I'm telling you straightforward. This is my me being transparent. I gain these points in my life where I gain this amazing momentum. And it's like my goals is right there and I feel like I could touch it. And then this obstacle, like you feel like you could touch it, right? I'm about to touch this pen and then, or I'm getting to the promised land and then whoop, obstacle come. Gotta go over that hurdle. But most of the times what happens is people are like, why me? Why me? And then you start to bring yourself further back. So then you gotta start over again from the beginning. Start over and over again. And it becomes a vicious cycle where you get close, obstacle come, whoop, bring yourself further back. And how often do you want to keep on going through that? How often? How often do you want to keep on going through that? And that's why a lot of people give up on their dreams and goals, because they feel like they're getting close to their goal and then the obstacle comes their way. Then we do something that's crazy to get ourselves thrown off track. And then we have to start from scratch. Even with YouTube right now, with these live streams and stuff like that, I have to start over because last year when I started to do them, I gained an audience and I had like people that was coming on my live streams. We would just talk, chat, and people would grow their channel. We have, amazing little conversations. And because I just stopped doing live streams, I stopped doing YouTube videos because that wasn't in my vision at the moment, I lost the following that I had, and I have to start over from the beginning. And I'm fine with that because now I have that goal to build my YouTube channel. Reason why is because I want to start speaking to an audience to really talk about law of attraction and manifestation. And because I'm talking about law of attraction and manifestation and how any goal is, see, I know what my niche is. I had to think about it because just like my husband, his niche is gardening. He has an amazing permaculture food forest, right? Me, I had to think about what skill set do I have? What value can I provide to people? And the value that I like to provide is to help people believe in themselves. I know I have, I used to tell myself that my communication skills is still a work in progress, but I used to believe that I didn't speak well. People used to always tell me that you speak extremely well. I used to talk a lot as a child, talk very early, and I see it. My son spoke very, very early too. And, I was a point in time where I was like, oh, I don't speak well. I can write better than I speak, and I write a lot. And here's the thing, that's my gifting. My gifting is to speak to people, and my gifting is to really uplift and to make people believe that they could accomplish anything in life. And it really works, it really works because sometimes you just need to hear it from other people because people been conditioned, to just not strive for greatness, just to live, not thrive. And I'm here to tell you that you could do anything you want. It just takes some work, it takes some effort, but we are all set to have success if we want it. It's out there for us. We just have to see it for what it is and go after it. And I really appreciate, people who believe that they could accomplish anything in their life. We are all destined for greatness. It's just that we need to know that if you have like a goal, it's not going to happen as soon as, if it's a goal and it's a goal that's supposed to stretch you. If it's a goal and it's a goal that's supposed to stretch you, meaning that you're not just going to hit it by thinking about it. You're not going to have to log into something. You're not just going to get it by just, doing the bare minimal work. You know, you have to put effort into it. You have to put effort. Have to put real effort into it. And once you put the effort into it, then you'll start to see that. Okay. Yeah. Once you put the effort into it, you'll start to see that anything that you put for effort into will become your reality. And I see it. I have an amazing network of women who partner with in business, and the greatness that I see is that they've been able to accomplish is really inspiring. And I really am working now. And the other night I had to, and I believe in my other video, I named it that you have to take an honest assessment of yourself, right? So once I took this honest assessment of myself, I really started to see why certain things is the way it is at this moment. And just the tip, if you are in business, if you have any goals, be honest with yourself, measure your goals. Because the thing about it is numbers never lie, feelings do. Yeah, numbers never lie, feelings do. Which one is this? I have so many groups, I'm confused. Yeah, so just give me 1 second. I name the same group. How many people is here? See, this is why it's confusing because they have the same name. Okay. I'm in this groups and they got it named the same thing, but it's for different things, and I'm like, it's confusing. But anywho, I just got distracted with logging into this group. However, you gotta be intentional with what you want. Intentional action will give you intentional results, right? And I was speaking about measuring. So numbers never lie, feelings do. So you have to see it for what it is. You have to see it, you have to believe it. You have to, you know, you have to see it. You have to believe it. And here's the thing. Oh, the message that I'm trying to translate. If you could really be honest, and really look at the activity that you do. Say you have a goal. Say if you're not where you want to be, you have to know why. And you have to be able to course correct, course correct your actions. So I had the other day where I took some pen and paper and I logged my numbers. I logged what I do on a consistent basis and I figured out where the disconnect was. And when I took that honest assessment on myself, I had to ask myself certain questions of what actions was I doing. And when I figured out what those action steps was, I see why I am where I am, right? Yep. I see why where I am and my business. And you know what? And it's always that saying, if it's to be is up to me. So if I want to be the change, if I have to, nobody can work it for me. You understand? Nobody can work it for me. Only I could do it for myself. So because I have that mentality and I know the honest reasons for why I am where I am, then I have to be the change. So it took me what, 9 months or so, 8, 9 months to really be honest and take that look and to really measure myself with certain things. But I'm here to tell you to measure yourself on a consistent basis. Because if you don't measure yourself, then you will walk around sitting there for a long time doing wrong actions, and then you want to wonder why. It's because you have not measured yourself with, realistic goals. And you have to measure yourself on a consistent basis in order to start seeing certain results manifest into your reality. You have to see certain things manifest into your reality. So, with that being said, with that being said, I'll give y'all a recap. This is the recap, right? You have to plan your work, plan for obstacles. We never give up, because if you give up, you're definitely not going to hit your goals. So plan your work, plan for obstacles, but dream big, because amazing things can happen into your life if you really believe it to be true. We have one more week in September. One more week. Can you believe that? One more week in September. This year is done. You know, October, November, December. God, we're almost in that 90-day mark. So, really, time don't wait for nobody. You could sit there and place blame on anybody. That's what we do sometimes. We like to place blame. We believe that certain people owes us certain things, or we're supposed to be entitled to certain action steps. But we can't do that. We got to really and honestly realize that time is going to go whether we believe it to be true or not. And regardless of anything, with that time going, we have to keep on pushing through, knowing that time is moving. So, my encouraging words today, or my words of encouragement, is to say that just know that we don't have infinite time on this earth. And I need everybody to get them some pen and paper and write out your goals. Write out what you're going to accomplish. Mm-hmm. Write out what you plan to accomplish in your life. Because if you can believe it, you can achieve it. And that sounds cliche. It sounds like, corny, possibly. But it's so true, because you have to give yourself words of hope. You have to give yourself clarity. You have to give yourself, encouraging words. And this is the next action steps. So, one, know that, first of all, let me give you some action steps. One, what you want to do is come up with your goal. What do you want to focus on? Probably pick like two major focuses in your life, because I believe that if you're trying to be a master of many, you'll be a master of none, right? So plan what you want to focus on. Pick like two key things that you want to focus on. Or if it aligns with each other, like right now I'm focused on my business, but I have a health and wellness business, so I'm focused on my weight loss journey. So those two align with each other. So then you probably could pick something else to focus on also. But make sure that what you're focusing on is really something that's not gonna throw you off your course. It won't throw you off your course. So you have to have an aligned vision, right? So one, you're going to pick what you're going to focus on that you're in alignment with. And then after you pick what you're in alignment with, then you will, then what's going to happen is you're going to go full out with the activity, right? You're going to start taking action, and you're going to you have to visualize every day. You have to see it in your mind. Just see it in your mind and know that it's going to come into your reality. See it in your mind, knowing that it's going to come into reality. See it. You have to see it. And as you see it, you know that it is going to come true for you, right? Then what you have to do is you have to plan for the obstacles. You know, when you see it in your mind and as a reality, you visualize it, but you have to visualize for certain challenges that you may encounter in your life. You have to know that you're going to encounter certain challenges. You know, it is what it is. Certain challenges is going to come into your life. But if you can measure and see and take a look, like every Sunday, this is what I can say, and this is what I start implementing. I want to plan my work on Sunday. I got to plan my work. I have to see it every single day. I get my sticky notes and I started to see and that's what I want to start implementing to break, because I have these huge goals, but I have to break it down weekly. I have to break down what I expect to do, and I have to put down certain numbers that I had on a weekly basis, right? And I have to check it off that, hey, I did this every night, meaning no go to sleep until you make it happen, right? So I have to come next week when I start to do my calendar, I have to write down the physical and tally up my numbers, write down what I did for the week, and figure out why I am where I'm at. Did I excel? And where I'm at, and measure. Because if you don't measure yourself on a consistent basis, you could create your dreams and goals, but your dreams is just a dream. You know, it's not going to become a reality, and you'll know why you didn't see any growth. So you have to really plan your work, measure yourself, and just personally develop on a consistent basis. Listen to something motivational 10, 15 minutes, preferably a half an hour a day while you're driving, or while you're on public transportation. Listen to audio. Do things that's going to expand your mind. When you go into sleep, try to listen to like sleep manifestation. I love Dashi sleep manifestation. If y'all can look that up, program your mind, because the more you program your mind, you will work towards bringing certain things into your reality, and you start believing that you could accomplish certain things. But I really I'm going to do another video maybe tonight. I won't promise it, but I might come on here tonight and start doing another video, because I plan on just hounding out these lives and just keep on speaking to present value, because today is the perfect day to start building your dreams. And I know that we don't have infinite time on this planet, so it is time to start taking action. And the more action we take, the more that we'll start to see results pop up into our lives. We'll start seeing results pop up to our lives. And it's 9:08. I'm going to wake up my children soon, because I'm doing virtual schooling, and I probably could let them sleep to 9:30 or so. But I want to start, they could really start doing their work at whatever time. But it's certain steps that they have to go through, and it's I want them to start getting their tasks done, so we won't be here all day doing work. However, All I gotta say is I see the growth, with my children. Children could teach us many lessons. My daughter's in kindergarten right now, and I'm working with her writing and her math. And definitely from me, what I realize is, let's see something. Yeah, I see the evolve, like how everything evolves. So what we realize with children is that they have a eagerness and a desire to learn. And if they make a mistake or if they fall, they don't just give up. They never just give up. They work towards making their dreams. They work towards making their dreams become a reality. And they're fresh, mind. They not programmed to be told that they can't accomplish certain things. And because they don't believe, that failure exists really, they're very, very eager to do certain stuff. It's us as parents really that condition them sometimes to be mediocre. And one thing that my husband and I do, we uplift and we empower our children. We uplift and we empower our children. We tell them on a consistent basis. Yeah, we uplift and we empower our children. We tell them that they could accomplish. Yeah, we tell them that they could do anything that they want. I was in my prospecting earlier, so we tell them that they could do anything that we want, and it's really important for them to know that. So I will come on later. I will. I'll make it a point to do it. Um, I definitely want to wish everybody an amazing day. I'm going to stop this at exactly 45 minutes. I'm going to stop this at exactly 45 minutes. Um, but really, I'm actually gonna stop it now because now I'm just rambling and I'm just waiting for certain things. But listen, have a great day, guys.